Tejaswini's the seven chakra dress. It was fantastic. I am a spiritual counselor and I'm a Buddhist. So yes, I do a lot of meditation and I know all the meanings of the chakras. And you know what looked magical? When she squatted, the lights
The
came
light
on and
came
the
on.
face went a little dark. So it was like the silhouette of this woman. Oh my God. I mean, whoever thought of that dress? Unbelievably well executed. Execution was perfection. She nailed it. And I would love to see that go on a Miss Universe stage, to be honest, because that is just
Of
the way you don't need to be too extravagant. You need to be beautiful, perfect, to have a fantastic meaning. And you know what? The chakras, the seven chakras, so synonymous with India. I love that thought. So I would love whoever wins actually takes that dress and goes and wears it on Miss Universe because I think it'll work. It was beautiful. And universally, globally, it's understood. So yeah, number two, Tejas. Who is it number two for you, Guru?
well, it is Tejaswini. So yes, what I would just add to this is that India is known for its spirituality and the way it renders it to even modern life. And as you mentioned, the seven chakras and its meaning and the way it was executed. One is to get light, but also to squat to get to the root chakra till the very crown chakra. I think that was very well done, and because
Yeah,
she is
the
a content
grounding part,
creator,
correct.
I think she just nailed that look, and I think it warrants a Miss Universe stage for such a costume. So yes. Okay, Emma, who is your
Okay, my number one is for a very personal reason because this is when I was a child, I used to love this dress. And of course, it's Miss Manipur Danube
ah,
Kanjal. She is number one for me. And why? Firstly, it was beautifully executed. And of course, it was dramatized a bit, so it was bigger than usual. And the flowers, beautiful. I think orchids or what was added in the back. And she is gorgeous. That red with those, I don't know, Rani Har, what do you call them? It looked gorgeous. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch the Manipur traditional dance on Doordarshan when there
yes.
would be some cultural show. And I would always tell my mom, I want the basket dress. I wanted to wear the basket dress. And I've loved it ever since. Like, every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I would be fascinated by it. And it was like so big and it looked like it was absolutely out of a fairy tale and she looked beautiful and the Manipur culture is amazing. You know what, she's number one for me. That was a very
I always
beautiful,
used to
so much.
wonder how would they sit? You know, looking
How
at
they
that,
sit in
that
it,
was the
just
only
how they
thing.
sit.
Yeah,
No,
how would they sit?
I'll tell you, this is funny because my mom, we went for a wedding of a person that she was a friend of my dad's in the military and she was from Manipur. So she got married and apparently they put a little stool inside. I don't know. She said that, so we do not know if it's true. But apparently, there's a little stool. She just kind of lifts the skirt and then she sits on the stool so she can sit on it, and that's how they sit. So we went for a wedding, and that's how I remember there's a stool under there. So, but I loved it, and congratulations, Danube. You are absolutely nailing every round, and you've been fantastic so far. So yeah, you are at number one for me. Guru, who is your number one in the
Well,
national
it's again a hashed of. I think we're close. Our top five is quite close. It's Chavi Varg. I do believe that very rightly, as you mentioned, the whole cohesive finale look that she had. It wasn't that she's struggling, even though it was gigantic. She had control over it. Not
Yeah,
just that, you talked about the matkas as well as of the entire Taj Mahal. Plus, she had these smoke coming out with lights. Just giving it a very ethereal and mysterious vibe. And the color schemes, nothing of that was jarring. You've seen
yeah,
some of the costumes that Miss India's wear are very contrasting and like it's a bit too diverse. But this was a nice blend of the right magentas, the purple, the blues, hues. I think
perfect. Yes,
he did it extremely well. And the other thing is, now for a national costume, one should always have a 360-degree view. Not just how it looks in front, but normally we've seen fiascos
yeah,
happening when people
yeah,
turn, right? We've seen even Arbini when there were three moons when she was handling the national costume, if you remember.
yeah.